What is Qi? Remember a time when you were always healthy, extremely energetic? A time when you had good endurance, when you ran around a lot and didn't feel tired at all? A time when you had good digestion, when you were able to eat anything you wanted? And a time when you had good immunity, when you never fell sick? This was also a time when you had a clear state of mind, when there was no friction or resistance to your movements that made life a struggle. This was a time when you had an abundance of Qi, and you didn't know it at the time because you were in perfect health and everything was running smoothly. In fact, you don't notice or feel your Qi until you start to lose it. This is a time when you often feel fatigued. It's a time when you have difficulty in digesting, when you have no appetite for anything, when you can easily get a cold and you're susceptible to your allergies, anemia, or something else like depression. When your body is low on energy, you get symptoms of fatigue or illness that's related to the aging process. It's related to the chronic medical conditions that you have, such as heart disease, hypertension, and stroke. It's also linked to the exorbitant amount of energy that you expend each day to do your work, to be with your family and friends, and to live your life. When you have so much energy that you are using, it could lead to burnout. And burnout can cause a whole other set of symptoms related to stress. So there is this Qi deficiency that we talked about, but there's also something else called an imbalance of Qi related to your internal organs that's specific to your organs. And when you have an imbalance of Qi, your organs can go out of whack. So for example, when your heart normally beats at 72 beats per minute, but then it starts to beat faster and faster, well, you may experience a high fever, and it could trigger your other organs to pulsate more rapidly. So the energy level of your internal organ is related to the vigor and the regularity of pulsation that takes place. Each organ has its own vibration and frequency. When one organ changes its vibrations dramatically, it causes a ripple effect throughout the entire system. The change can be related to an emotion or feeling that you have within your body. So for example, if you feel fear, then your Qi is going to be scattered. If you feel angry, then your Qi is going to be in stagnation. This is an imbalance of Qi. So what can you do to free yourself from the physical and mental health issues related to an improper balance of Qi or deficiency of it? Well, there are a few things that you could do. The first thing that you could do is to take breaks throughout the day and make sure that you have a good amount of time for rest and recharge. The second thing you could do is to block out a good amount of time for sleep and make sure that you don't take your problems and work with you to bed. The third thing that you could do is to eat a proper diet with the right amount of foods and the correct types of foods. And you can also introduce herbs into your regimen. Then the fourth thing that you can do is to go for some acupuncture. The needles that are used in acupuncture can bring energy from the atmosphere into your body, thereby giving you an increased level of energy. The next thing that you could do is to go take a massage. And with a massage, you're able to stretch your muscles, your joints, your tissues, and your skin. And when you stretch, you're able to release energy in your body, and the energy then can flow freely. The next thing that you can do is to do relaxation activities or do forms of mind-body therapy. In this case, it's Tai Chi or Qigong. And so with these activities, you can balance your qi in various ways. The first thing that we do in Tai Chi is to sink the energy down by exhaling. And so with breath work, you are going to ground yourself. Then, when you ground yourself, you're able to come into your heart center yourself, and fill your heart so that you can make shapes in your Tai Chi form. And then the third thing that you can do is have an intention for positive energy in your life through your mind center up here. And so this is part of traditional Chinese medicine, and this is a good form of therapy to use to balance your qi and to increase your energy levels. Now you may be asking yourself, how does this work? Well, let's do a quick exercise here where we're going to use the palms of our hands, and the palms are going to rub together. And the palms are going to be an easy way for you to feel qi. But first, before feeling qi, I want you to feel the physicality behind rubbing your palms. So you have the sensation of touch at your fingertips, and you're feeling the rub. Your hands are getting warmer. There's friction, and you're generating some heat. Now with the palms, you're going to separate the palms so that they are a few inches apart, maybe 5 to 6 inches apart. Make sure that they are facing each other. The centers of the palms are in alignment and facing each other. And then just stay here for a little bit. You can bend the knees. Make sure you're grounded into the earth while you're in this posture. And so the palms are the easiest way to feel qi because there are a lot of nerve endings at your fingers. And I want you to feel the sensation that something is happening between your palms. Something is starting to appear and grow in that space. And so imagine that a ball is now being formed with your palm, and you can start moving your palm around, but make sure that your palms are connected to each other and that the centers of the palms face each other. So in this exercise, you're using both your physical body and your qi to generate sensations you can feel. And these sensations are very concrete, but it's more subtle with the palms being separated and there is no touch involved. But you feel lighter, and you feel that this is real, that qi is real. And qi is compared to bioelectricity, so you can feel the tingling sensations in your fingers. And the electric current has a more subtle feeling than the physical sensations that you had when you were rubbing your palms together. And so let's stay here for a little bit and understand what these sensations are of qi. Right? You can feel hot and cold with your hands. You can feel maybe a certain pressure that develops in your fingers because the blood is rushing to your fingers because your mind and your intent is right here in your palms. Then you may feel air that is moving around your fingers and your palms. And now you can imagine a glowing light that is a ball forming between your palms. And then you can feel, ever so slightly, a tingling sensation in your fingers, which represents the bioelectricity in your body. So here we are. Now you can ask yourself, does it really work? Does Qi really work? And there is a lack of scientific evidence when it comes to the existence of Qi. And there's a lack of scientific explanation of how traditional Chinese medicine works. And before you go to a TCM doctor, consult with your doctor first about your specific condition, because you should get your advice from your primary doctor. Then you may be asking yourself, well, if I can feel Qi right now, how can I direct it so that it can help me to heal? It can help me in my self-care practice. To finish up, let's talk about how energy is the basis for all forms of life. And it's the basis for all forms of life, including matter in the universe. So animate objects and inanimate objects both have Qi. And so what internal exercises can you do to balance your Qi? What if you can do Tai Chi and use it to channel energy from the atmosphere into your body so that you can stimulate the body's natural ability to replenish and avoid energy depletion throughout your daily living? So we'll cover that in a future blog post. In the meantime, if you want to watch my free 30-minute masterclass training video on Tai Chi Breathing, then click on the link below, leave a message and a comment, and I hope to hear from you soon.